Hello, welcome to the video, and today I'm going to quickly showcase this grenade-only Moze setup. So, this is a build, as you can see in the preview, can one-shot bosses if you're lucky with Minesweeper chains. So how do these Minesweeper chains work? So, we've got the Minesweeper class mod. Landing a critical hit has a 25% chance to drop a micro grenade that explodes after a short time. So we're going to use the cloning maddening tracker, popular grenade for Moze. This thing hits up to 18 times. It's absolutely insane. It's every time you pass a vendor, just look inside and get a grenade as close to these parts as you can. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, just homing, divide, move, bouncy, as many of those as you can. And because this hits so many times, we can pair that with pull the holy pin. This has a 30% chance to proc a critical hit. We can then have those critical hits, drop a Minesweeper grenade, and this will drop a small grenade that will then explode, and because it's a grenade, it can proc pull the holy pin, which is a 30% chance to crit. Because it crits, it can drop a Minesweeper grenade. And the Minesweeper grenade is based off of the damage, the base damage of the Minesweeper grenade is equal to the crit that triggered it. So it just gets more and more powerful every time this chains. Which is why sometimes you'll be doing steady damage to a boss and then it'll just die, because it chained. Now, for most enemies in the game, just throwing grenades is enough to kill them, especially if you hold a weapon with, after exiting Iron Bear, 160% splash damage increase for 18 seconds. So we can jump in and out of Iron Bear, proccing this annoying every 20 seconds. This will increase our grenade damage, it'll increase our Minesweeper damage. For a Minesweeper, by the way, you're looking for as many points in Fire in the Skag Den as possible. And then for passives, you want grenade damage and splash damage, and then bonus points for grenade capacity. My Snowdrift has got grenade damage and area of effect damage again, as I just said, so that is very, very nice. And for the shield, I just rock for on-action skill and bonus elemental damage, so I got a green one there. Big Boom Blaster is, of course, very nice. You can get grenades back, which is actually pretty good. So that's a solid grenade to use. Otherwise, yeah, just prioritize the Anoint here for just for quick damage bursts. Now, alternatively, you can use an Eruption. Now this, you shoot it, it overheats, and then when it overheats, you can keep throwing grenades, and this will keep restarting the overheating animation, which sends out these little beams that attach to enemies, and it applies a debuff, and this debuff gets into the hundreds of %, so it's very, very powerful, great for single target damage, and it means you don't have to be jumping in and out of your mech, because it physically can't roll with a Splash Anoint, so just any Eruption will do. Now, for a few enemies that were a bit tankier, I had to use an Ion Cannon. Now, in those clips on Fabricator and Grave Ward, it's not very good. Yes, it can one-shot them, but remember, I'm only hitting 2 shots there, which means, yes, they're guaranteed crits, but I only get 2 chances at 25%, which is a chunky amount of damage. But then you really want those to proc another one, crit and Minesweeper grenade, and that'll one-shot them. So you need that double proc with the Ion Cannon, and that can be a little inconsistent, so just heads up for that, and that's why I tend to use Flacker and the Cloning Maddening Tracker for most of these, because it's just way more consistent, it's hitting way, way more, even though the Ion Cannon can, you know, just one-shot everything. But that is the build. I'll show you the rest of the tree. It literally doesn't matter. You want Stoke the Embers, of course, to pair with Fire in the Skag Den, Vampire to keep you alive to the last, pull the holy pin, auto bear with target softening. Grizzled, of course. You probably want explosive punctuation. This is just my gun build, but with a few more points in pull the holy pin, and why can't I carry these grenades? As you can see, I've got drowning in brass and armored infantry. It's just a gun build where I'm spamming grenades, and it works very, very well. So that's what I'm doing today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Gonna need a lot of bullets.
Peekaboo, Vault Thief! Viewers, comment on the stream and tell us how you want the Vault Thief to die. We got moderators standing by. Our Vault Thief is on fire. Or at least they're about to be.
Bring it, Scrubs.
Enjoy the spotlight, asshole!